So hello everyone, in this video we are going to know that how we can traverse the data in the DOM and using JavaScript how we can traverse whole array and we can use in the HTML. So in the previous video we have learned the addEventListener and how we use the addEventListener and what is the difference between getElementById and querySelector. Till now we have learned what is DOM and how we use DOM, why we can use DOM, like how we select the elements of the HTML and how we can manipulate the CSS of the element by style attribute. Like when we want to change the styling, we can write HTML element dot style dot property name, and here we can write value, and by this we can change the css of the css of that element which we have selected in the DOM. So we have already learned about this topic, and in this video we will create an array and we will use in this video. So like we can, first of all we need to know what is array traversing. First of all we create an array which name is fruits, like let fruits is equal to, we can write here apple, okay, banana, and here we can write pineapple, okay, grapes. So for now we have taken 4 fruits in the fruit array. Like now we want to traverse this array. So for traversing this array we can use a for loop for let I is equal to 0, because the indexing of the array start with the 0 and go with the array dot length, not array. The array name is fruits dot length. And I plus plus, in the for loop there is 2 conditions are mandatory, means 2 semicolons are mandatory in the for loop. So we can, in the first semicolon we can initialize the variable, and in the second we will write the condition, and third we will update the variable which we have initialized in the first statement. We can also write it outside of this loop here, and this condition can be removed, and only 2 semicolon can do all the things which the a full for loop works. But here we will write it's manually, and now traverse this array. Like we will, for traversing this we can write here console.log, and here we will write fruits array name and I here. I means when the array will execute I is equal to 0, then the here we can write, so we can write here when I is equal to 0, then it means we are accessing the elements fruits of I is equal to 0 means 0. It means what is the value of the fruit? 0 is apple. Like this, we can traverse the whole array. When the array will execute second time, the i's value will be 1, and the fruits array here is 1, and the first element, the first index element is banana. Here we can see the banana. So like this we will traverse the whole array and see the all elements. So execute it and go live. So now here we can see that in the console we can see that apple, banana, pineapple, grapes means we have traversed the whole array and we got the all values. Like when we want to show it in a paragraph, like here we will create a paragraph and we want to show not in console but in the body of the paragraph. So we can do this by this we can create an id. Here we can write para and we will select in the script tag let para is equal to document dot get element by id, and here we will write para. Right, so we have selected the para, and for loop, in the for loop we can write para dot inner html or text, we can write both. So here I am writing para dot html is equal to fruits ith element. What do you think? What will be the value of the para? What will show? We can show in the, we can see in the body tag, in the paragraph tag of the body. What will be the value? Can we see the whole value? Apple, banana, pineapple, grapes, or anything else? What do you think? Think about it and pause the video. Okay, so now we can dry run this, and after dry run, we will understand what will be the value of the para. First of all, uh, dry run this. Like when the loop run first time, then fruits will, the value of the fruit is will be apple. And second time the whole inner HTML will be changed, and the in the place of apple it will come to the banana, and again pineapple, then grapes. So the value of the paragraph in HTML will be the grapes. So we can here see that here is only grapes, but we want to show all the fruits in the paragraph. So it is not good idea to show this like this. To is to create this functionality in our HTML page, we can write a plus operator before this plus, before this assignment operator like this. It means the para.html value will be added first. It means what? We can write it manually. Para.innerHTML is equal to para.innerHTML para.innerHTML plus fruits of I. It means that which will the previous value will be added with the fruits I, right? And we can remove this from here and we will see the output. So here you can see the whole whole fruits are coming in the body tag, but here is not any space, or we can see that it is the separated values. So for this we can we can write a space between them here. So for every loop this space will be added and we can see the output. Here space have added, so we can add any other things like hyphen I underscore. So here we can see the underscore and anything else. What do you want to add in this? You can do this. I think you are getting this point. Like we have traversed the whole array and shown in the body tag. Like okay, then what is the next task? Create an array of fruits and print in the order list. For the order list, we can write here where we have written para, we can write here OL. In the OL, we can write here the ID is equal to OL. We can write whatever we want, but for our convenience, we are writing this. Okay, then let here OL, same name. For less confusion, document dot get element by id, because it is an id, so we can use this method and here write we id name. So we have selected this OL and we need to update this. Then OL, here OL dot inner HTML is equal to. Now here is the understanding point. What we will write here. We are traversing whole array and we have the whole value, but we want here li and here the fruit value, right? So for this we can write here ol plus equal to, here we can write li in the tag. Remember it is a inner HTML, so it will support the li. So here we can plus, and here we will write fruits, and here is I, and here is plus, and we can close the li tag. You understand that in the very first element, this whole element will be assigned to the ol dot inner HTML. Then and when this will again executes the in the second iteration, the this will add more things and more things and more things. It means that it will execute 4 times, and this 4 li element will be added in the ol dot inner HTML, and it will append it will the inner HTML of this element. Okay, then we can see the output of this code. Here you can see the order list of the fruits, but here apple is coming twice. Why it is coming? Because we have already written in the body tag. So here we can see the 4 elements of the array are traversed in the body tag. Okay, what is the third task? Create a div and a button. When we click on the button, then show all the data in the div, right? So here we will write a container, and here we can write here container, and we are selecting this container. It is not class, we have to write here id. We can also write the class, but for our convenience we are writing here container. Okay, we have selected this container and we will assign this value to the container, right? We have assigned this value, but for now we do not first want to show all the elements of the container. So here we will write button show data, right? Show data. For now we will set this elements. We will set container dot style. We have learned this, remember, style dot display is equal to none. We can write like this to manipulate the CSS of the container. For now it is a block element. Div is a block element, but when we will set this element display is none, then this element will disappear. First of all, we will see when we do not write this, what will we can see that apple, banana, pineapple, and grapes is in the list, and we can show the data. But if we write this, then no data is showing here. The requirement is when we click on the show data, the container should appear. So for this we have to select the button. Let btn is equal to document dot query selector, because here is only one button, so we can write it manually tag selector. Like we have selected the button. Now add event listener on this button. The event should be click event, and here we will write an arrow function. Instead of this, we can also write a manual function with the function keyword, but for the convenience and for the better code implementation, we always write here the arrow function, right? So here we can write the container dot style dot display should be block when we will click on the button, right? I think you got the point. So right here, when we click, the data will be shown. When we refresh this, it disappears, and now when we will click on this button, the data will show, and this the requirement have fulfilled, and we can see this. So thank you for this video, and thanks for watching, and perform some task like create some project like this, think about it and implement in your code, and code with me when I am talking to you and telling to you create your own project like this project, and perform these tasks. When you close this video and take an screenshot of these tasks and perform it yourself without seeing any resource. Thank you so much.